ITA for telling my mum she's being selfish? I 16F have autism and am in a school that requires me to wear a uniform, including a shirt. For the new year, my mum, 56F, decided to buy me new shirts because she felt my current ones had gone too thin. This was not a problem for me until the first day back at school, today, when I discovered that the new shirts were absolutely massive on me. Like they were bigger than a nightshirt and were so long they were barely above my knees. They also had buttons on the opposite side of the shirt than I was used to. This really stressed me out because I cannot stand the texture of the shirts on my legs. I went to my dad, 55M, crying that I didn't like how the shirt felt and how I was struggling to button it up as my mum had already left for work. My dad kept on telling me I was acting like a child and that he couldn't treat me with sympathy for doing so. This sent me into a meltdown and I could not stop screaming and crying. I tried finishing off getting ready for school but got even more overwhelmed when my shirt was longer than my skirt. I tried to find one of the old shirts and luckily, I did. So I wore that instead, but in the process I accidentally tore the new shirt as I was really struggling to get it off. Eventually, I finished getting ready for school but I couldn't stop crying and my makeup was completely ruined. My dad found me brushing my hair and told me that I wasn't in the right mind frame to go into school. I tried telling him I had to go in because I have mocks in literally 2 weeks, but he told me to stay home and relax, and he called the school to let them know that I wasn't coming in. At around 6 p.m., my mum came home from work and was already in a mood from the second I opened the door. She asked me if I had calmed down yet, and before I could answer her she started screaming at me saying stuff like, "You refused to go into school because I bought the wrong shirts, had a meltdown and now I'm the big bad bitch." I tried to explain to her that at no point had I blamed her at all, but she cut me off again and said, "I try to do something nice for you and this is the thanks I get." And she then carried on to say, "Nobody ever sees anything from my perspective." That last statement hurt really badly because I feel like I really do try to understand her. But when she's not even letting me explain myself, not even thinking about how upset I've been and getting angry when her autistic daughter shows autistic symptoms, I feel like she's the one not seeing things from my perspective. I got really angry and told her that she's being selfish about all this and making herself the victim in this situation when I've been crying about it all day. I'm worried that I'm just being an unreasonable teenager about this, but this isn't the first instance that something like this has happened. However, it's the first time I've ever actually said anything back to her. Now she wants to speak to me is giving me the cold shoulder. Ida,